Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, ready to play Valheim. Alright, so today we're going to try and build something for some chickens and see if we can get them to hatch. Whether or not we can, that's a different story, and we're going to also see about growing some barley. I don't know if we have to keep them fed or if they'll die from hunger, but we'll find out. In the meantime, if you haven't ran all the way, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification and everything else in between. I try to show tips, tricks, hints, and everything else in between. If I can, ask away, and I'll try my best to give some tips and stuff. And, well, now that we've got that all covered, hopefully, you'll enjoy. Alright, so, got the hammer, we got some tar, we got a few other bits and bobs here. I'm looking for there's eggs. I think we'll need 2 of them if we want to breed them. And then we're probably gonna want this, but we're gonna want to have a roof over this in order to prevent prevent this from burning out. Thankfully, it only takes like one fire to get it started, or firewood to get it started. I did put some rocks here, or in other words, some walls here in order to prevent the chicks from escaping. Whether or not they can, that's a different story. First off, we're going to go into building. Really? Huh. Alrighty, looks like we need to add in another, whatever you call it, nearby. That's 3, 6, 9. We might end up one. Oh, there we are. You say we might end up one piece of wood short, but I don't think we will now. I'm gonna have to delete this after I get it built, mostly because I just want this for looks, not to actually have this here. Speaking of, I don't know if I've shown you guys, but here's my farm place so far. Yes, I've been doing a hell of a lot. Already out of fuel. Oh, I better go get some resin. I got plenty of resin, but yeah, I'm gonna give you a little tour of that. I still need to plant my crops there and all that. Personally, I'm surprised I ran out of resin. Alright, there we go. Actually, can we sleep? No. For some reason, it's been raining for like the past couple of days, and it's kind of actually been annoying. Because it's made it hard to get some, whatever you call it. Right, I want to move these, but we'll do that later. For now, let's just get some things. And actually, probably should move them now instead, but screw it. But yeah, I've been setting up a lot around here. So we got carrots here. We've got my little pathway that comes down into here, so I can then come in and pick these all up. One thing I did learn is that if you have anything directly over the carrots, or the vegetables or fruits or whatever you want to call them, these are vegetables. If you have anything over them, they automatically start dying, or pretty much. And personally, I love the way this turned out. Especially when you got it on both sides here. I gotta add it onto here, add it onto here, and we gotta add in these over to here. Admittedly, I don't know if these are protecting these. I should actually test that out. Because personally, these don't take any weather damage. Directly over these, so theoretically, because they're covering Well, except for these ones. And these ones. But these ones are being covered directly overhead, so theoretically, because of the way the carrots work, these should protect these from weather. And if I'm lucky, depending on how this goes, I might end up readjusting some of this to protect these also, but for now, we'll worry about that later. We'll continue to get all of this lit up. Then we'll go back to building for the... Oop, right, I got my bees because this is to pollinate the flowers. And I can also harvest some honey. I have this set up so that I can go from here to here to here to here. Otherwise, I would have put it like a barrier on one side, but that wouldn't look good, because then you would have like one that either this side or this side have like a blockage on this area and a blockage on that area, and it's like, I'd rather just leave it open like this. Once this is all pretty well lit up, we should have some decent light. Admittedly, I didn't... I may end up needing, yeah, a lot more resin, but we'll worry about that later. For now, we've got at least this all set up, so now we got to get over to here and get this all set up. Yay! Now, I kind of already have an idea of how I want to do this spot, which means we're going to need a few things. Sadly, they don't have a 1 meter pole. They don't have a 1 meter dark horizontal. It would be nice to have those. It would also be nice to have a 3 and a 3 for these. Maybe they'll add them in later, I don't know, but for now we're gonna need the 1 meter of this, because I want to have it set up so that the beam is from like this corner here. But because these are two oddball positions, well, actually, I could do it by doing this. But either way, because of the position of this, I would have to actually put a beam there, and then here, and then here to make it work, as you can see. Then we can make it sit on the edge like this. Now I could probably save some tar and wood if I... What's the cost of one of these? 4 and 1? Yeah, I can save quite a bit of tar. But I'm gonna need at least one of you. Yeah, there we go. And then we can get that right there, and then, you know what, this will save a lot of tar. I'm actually glad about that, although that also means we're gonna have to probably work on setting up something along the lines of like this. Oops. The idea is we're going to have a little chicken coop spots for them to sit in, and we're going to have a couple of them. Or in other words, we're going to have the back area here be where they sit and rest. Oh. Where they sit and rest at. Actually, we can save tar if we go like that. Well, actually, no, I want that one back, and we'll get rid of these two. There we go. That will save a little bit there. Actually, we could save a little bit. Oh. Never mind. Well, actually, no. Maybe. If I do this. Maybe if I do, oops, this, this. And then this. Yes. But actually, I think we'll keep it like that. And grab that and grab that. We'll do this. We'll throw in these here, 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 there, and there. Then we're gonna want a little entrance, so we'll turn that like that, and we'll have multiple little entrances. We'll take the half piece here, slap it on. Now, this might not work the way I hope. I may end up having to delete these front parts, but then we're going to take these, slap them onto the front right here. So now we have our entrance for the little guys. We're going to want to put walls up over here. Make sure we're not inside it. Now this is mostly for looks. I doubt they're going to actually use this, but you never know. Now we're going to want one of these. Oh. That hides the arch. I was going to be like, and then we get one of these, and then, oh well. And then I think we want, yeah, whoop. Oh, we're out of wood. Then I think we want here and here. Now we should be able to throw on one of these, hopefully. Yes. And because the walls are like this, I can actually slap it all down like this. And then, yeah, this is where the, what is it? 4. This is where the 3 meter would be nice. Because then I could have, because that's 4, the 3 meter would be half this. So I could slap down a 3 right here and a 3 right here. And then we could be like, all done. But nope. Oops. Nope. There we are. I was going to say. So for now, we'll just slap on a bunch of these instead. And then from there, we'll throw on a roof, hopefully. Then we can get a few other bits down. Actually, we could see it right here because we can take you and slap on right there. Same thing for over here. Perfect. Now this, again, we're gonna need you, you, and you. Then we're gonna want to throw down a corner. Oh, we're missing wood. We should have enough to get this done. Should being the key word. I may have to go collect more wood because I did whoop. Gotta love when my character suddenly runs. Okay, stop. We'll just go with this and then we'll do the corners. Because sometimes it's a pain to get this set up correctly, in my opinion. There we go. And now we can just slap these down like that. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take to hatch a egg, but we'll find out as soon as I can. So that's the first half done. So now we have a little pathway up there. Now we've got a little bit more to get done. Oh, I'm also going to have to build something that will allow the eggs to get heat. But I got to figure out how close I need to throw them and how close they need to be. Otherwise, they may not hatch. They might be too warm. Who knows? I've actually never really done this before. Because last time I took down the boss, and then from there I never really had any, whatever you call it, any eggs and stuff. Eggs are kind of new to me. At least I think they are. It's been like that long. Do I have any stamina food? Yes. Ish. You know what? Screw it. He's done. Alright. We do have a little bit more wood if we need the wood. Thinking that should be good. I'm gonna go and look at setting. Actually, we may need more tar, but I'm gonna look at setting up a little roof area and maybe having a spot for them to start trying to hatch. All right. So now that we've got the roof, now we're gonna go into this. So the idea behind this is to provide cover but also allow them to be out in the sun. So like this is if they get if they want to be warm. Oh, actually that's kind of neat. I might actually, nah, we'll just stick with this. I might change it up later, but for now this is just going to be what I use to provide. Yes, and fine firewood. Or fine wood. I thought I had enough. Maybe I dropped some somewhere? As I said, I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to build and all that. It doesn't really matter. I got plenty enough here. Alright, back to building. Yeah, well actually I am going to be deleting 2 of them because the center would be roughly here. There we go. Now we can take this, throw one on here, one on there, and then we're gonna want to squeeze one in there, and one right there. Then we're going to take you, slap you on there, and I think no, we're gonna want it to be snapped into this. Yes, like that. Perfect. So now we have a little cover here so they can come and sit down here. Admittedly, I might have to extend this out, but I think this is good enough. We've got a nice little part here. Now the problem is going to be we're going to want to set this down because they're gonna need heat. And we're gonna take you. Too cold. I threw it too far away. Too cold. Gotta love when you're having trouble. Too cold. Am I missing something? We shouldn't need a bonfire. Do we have to throw the egg onto? Missed. It would be too hard to throw an egg onto a fire, especially when it bounces off like that. The only thing I can think of is that we need to get a regular fire, which thankfully we've got a pile of stone over here. So let's try this out. Burning, help me. Too cold. Am I missing something? Too cold. Yeah, I must be missing something. Actually, you know what? Screw it. There's something I saw. Barley and flax. Let's see if we need this. We might need this. For now, we'll pop you. And I'm gonna have to see if I've got any barley and flax. I should have at least a barley. But, well, actually, I should have at least 2 barleys. Alright, we're gonna have to go to the mini plains, and we're gonna have to go grab a thing of flax. Now, in the last episode, if you were watching, I was building a circular tower to be able to do some of the stuff I was doing. Healthy. At least one of you should pop. Oh, there we go. We're going to harvest all of this, and then we're going to just replant it all, because we do need, we can always use more, whatever thread for other upgrades and other equipments and everything else that we need it for. I have this here mostly just for looks, and oops, I forgot to plant, bring the planter. Oh well, maybe next time. Alright, back through. Now we'll build some straw and see if that will help. Maybe, maybe not, who knows. But I'm hoping it will. Alright. Nope, that's not. Too cold. Does it have to be in a building? Maybe it has to be in a building. Too cold. There, oh, there we go. Oh. Uh, I need to pop this. Now the question is it too cold? So it looks like it needs to be under a roof, and you need to have a fire next to it. So that means if we get you here and we take you and throw you, too cold, warm, warm, perfect. We're going to throw in another piece of fire. I'm gonna have to, I don't think we need this, but I am gonna plop down more of those in the inside so that way we have more things like that. But we'll call it here. So we got ourselves a nice little chicken coop, and we are growing or getting ready to try and hatch some chickens, hopefully. If you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. Not much happened. Just a bit of run around, trying to build out and all that other fun stuff. If you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to check out my channel. If you want to see other games I play, check out the in-screen credits. That usually shows my most recent uploaded videos. If you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed and you come back for more. I'm going to get ready for the next episode and let the credits roll out. So I'm going to see how long it takes. And hopefully by next episode we'll have some chickens. Hopefully. In the meantime, I'm going to let the credits take their time and to roll out, and then after that, I don't know. Alright, bye-bye.